Hey everyone, Mr. Fantastic here, and we're about to start a brand new series. We're gonna be playing Divinity Original Sin 2. I'm really excited to get going on this. It's a game that I haven't really been able to even watch because I'm pretty excited to play. I know it's been out for a while. I've just never gotten around to it. It's definitely a huge Dungeons & Dragons style game, and I'm starting up my first in-person Dungeons & Dragons sessions in September here. So I thought this would be a great time to get a little bit more familiarized with the systems and everything of that nature, and this would be a great way to do it. So I know I haven't really been making any content in the past couple of years. The streaming was a little bit too rigid of a schedule for me, so switching over to YouTube and making more consistent YouTube videos, which will allow me to do it more on my own schedule, I think is a great option. And you know what? I just miss making content. It doesn't really matter to me if anybody watches it or not. It's just kind of a fun little hobby to have. So we're gonna jump in and get started here. We're gonna go single player. I did take a peek at a little bit of this. Explorer mode seems to be too easy. Tactician mode seems to be a little bit more daunting, to be honest. And then story mode just sounds like a waste of time, to be perfectly honest. But a classic role-playing experience. You are cunning, resourceful, and prepared for the perils that await. So we're gonna get started on that, and I think that'll be good. So we're gonna enter into character creation here, and I haven't really taken a peek at this at all. I don't have any idea what I'm gonna be building or what I'm gonna be doing. So while I'm messing around with all of this, I am just gonna pause the video and we'll be back in a little while for me, a couple seconds for you. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so this took me a stupid amount of time. So I went with Elf. It was really a tough decision between Elf and Undead Elf. I was really undecided about what I wanted to do there. And I went Conjurer. I would change it over to Wizard just to show you what the preset looks like, but I've already done everything and I'm not redoing it all. So I was going to do Wizard because I really, really enjoy having the oil and then the fire and the combination of the two things. And it just feels like a really good synergy early game. But I wanted to go summoning. I wanted to go into that route, and I don't know if I'm going to be happy with that later on or not. I was also really undecided between Rogue as well. I like playing Rogues in a lot of these games. But anyways, this is what I went with. It took me a little bit longer than I would have liked to make that decision. So these are my skills. I have 12 intelligence, 14 memory, because I took this talent. Mnemonic. Anyways, it just gives me 3 extra points by memory attribute, which what that does is it allows me to have more slots. I can have 4 extra spells at this point, which is really, really nice. It just allows me to basically not have to worry about that. I won't have to pump any more points into memory, I don't believe, for at least a very long time. Another one that I was really thinking about was Pet Pal there. And Pet Pal will be something I want later on. There are a few more that are pretty interesting here. Far Out Man is pretty important as well. I do not know how much I'm actually going to get like real spells and how much I'm going to focus on just my summoning. So we'll see how that goes. But like Dimensional Bolt, obviously I'm going to be using that a lot. And that is going to be pretty important. So anyways, I also took a point. Let's go to abilities here. I have Necromancer and Summoning. I took the point out of leadership to put it into some Necromancer. So then we have Telekinesis and Lore Master. I actually had 2 points in Lore Master and I decided to spread that out. Telekinesis I feel like is just really useful. I did play quite a bit of Divinity Original Sin. I never beat it, but I played quite a bit of it. And this was just a lifesaver all the time. Anyways, so we go into our skills here, and I chose Raise Bloated Corpse and Conjure Incarnate over the Elemental Totem. So just because you need to have something on the ground, and right now I have no way of creating said thing on the ground, so I think this will be a little bit less useful to me. And then Dimensional Bolt, just because it is just a straight damaging ability, no big deal, is what it is. Conjure Incarnate, stats will depend on me, on my levels and all that stuff. And a Bloated Corpse adds a location of your target and blows up my target. So just another straight damaging thing. Just taking a quick peek here again. I think I'm okay with that. So I don't know if going necromancer, because like I'm going in really blind to this game, right? I don't know if it would be better actually. Let's take a peek. Sorry, I was supposed to have this all figured out before I came back, but let's see if we can just double up on summoning. It doesn't change any. I don't get any more abilities from a second point of summoning. Oh, I don't know. What does 2 points of necro look like? Does it give me any different abilities? It does not. You know what? Until I wish I could see the trees right now. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it would help me out quite a bit if I could see the trees. I really do. Because yeah, like what I was also thinking about was going Geomancer as well as Pyrokinetic. Because Geomancer, you get that boulder attack, which is a good attack on its own, right? But then you can light it on fire and just haha, right? And I like that synergy quite a bit. Me and my buddy, when we played Divinity Original Sin, the first one, he would always play a rogue, and I'd be like, well, get out of the way. And it's like, no, I'm gonna get in there. I'm like, well, okay. And I'd blow him up anyways. So anyways, I think this is what I decided. Let's keep it. Just do it. Call it good and move on. Anyways. And then, yeah, my talents, we went over that. And tags, I chose Mystic. I just felt like I didn't really read a lot of these. I read Mystic and it really synergized, I felt like, with the character itself. So that's what we're going to go with. Elf, Male, Mystic, those are my tags. Instruments, we went with the cello, because it's the only one I know what it is. Call me uncultured. And we're going to go ahead and hit start. I believe there's a cutscene right away. So I'm going to kind of just shut up here and let you guys listen. Are you sure? No, I'm not, but we're going to go with it. Sorry about that, guys.
A single drop of source magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken, but instead I became part of their story.
Don't know if there's more cutscene. Okay. Cool. So, sorry, I think my desktop audio there was muted for a second, and I don't know if that is, why that would be. So, if that was messed up for a minute, I apologize.
Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough.
Okay, so before we really get into this, I do have something I'm going to say. I do tend to skip off at like the last word of this. I'm gonna try not to, but if you notice me clicking through a little bit quicker than letting them finish, I apologize. I'm gonna try to make sure I don't do that.
Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Cool. Okay. I also, for the lines that I do have to read, we're not doing voices at all. Not a one. I apologize, but it's not happening. If any of you guys...
It wasn't a dream after all.
No, it wasn't. If any of you guys do know of my Twitch and happen to have watched my Twilight Princess Let's Play, oh, there was some bad ones. I enjoyed them, but I don't know if the loot here is going to be super important. I don't think we're going to spend too much time. I am really bad for looting everything, but I don't think that this is necessary here, to be honest. I've been playing a lot of D4, so like I might be clicking a lot more than is necessary. And leave the... What was the tutorial? I'm so confused. Was I supposed to do interactive something here that would give me a
I
tutorial?
don't even remember them strapping me down. Not a very chatty fellow, are you?
Bro. What the? Anyways, we'll leave. Okay, to new journal. Troubled water. Get your bearings and go to the upper deck. As sorcerers, we've been arrested by the Divine Order. The prison island of Fort Joy awaits. I'm bound by a magical collar that cannot be removed. Okay. Will we escape the Merryweather or board the Merryweather on our way to the sorcerer colony of Fort Joy? We are told there is a murderer on board with us. I feel like we're reading this a little too early.
Everything's spick and span.
Alexander's advisor, Dallas, noticed that the Voidwoken are attracted to Source. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that because I feel like they're giving me information that I don't actually have access to yet, which is kind of interesting. Can I talk to you?
Why, there you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs.
Oh, my dogs are farting right now? They stink.
You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
So we're almost always gonna say our mystic options.
No. You're alive, and you're having a conversation.
I probably should have read that.
You are on a ship, of course, but luckily for us both, we're merely sailing the plain old sea.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
I really love just the Dungeons and Dragons feel, right? Like the DM talking to you, right? Like I don't know, I love it.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
I'm not gonna pull on the thing, it's just gonna extend this conversation for no reason. So take my leave. Cool. Okay, hands off. Oh, she doesn't like me. Oh, shame. My captor doesn't like me. I got the book. Anyways. Oh, we got an achievement for that. That's interesting. Some crimes, like murdering or stealing, leave a crime scene, even if nobody saw you commit the crime. Whatever. Oh, try to talk your way out of the situation. Okay, sometimes you'll be able to persuade the person you were talking to answer your stats, and your persuasion ability will decide how successful you will be. Okay, I have memory persuasion. Well, shake your head. Would this be happening if you weren't an elf? Okay. Finesse. Insist you're guilty of nothing. Wits. Can I check my character chart? Please and thank you, because I don't know what any of my stats are. Memory. I think I have the most memory, right? Oh. I've got no patience for lies. Hilarious story. You'll be laughing all the way to your grave. She draws her weapon and scowls. I'm fighting. Awesome. I'm probably gonna die here. That's a good start. Good start. Okay. Let's just conjure the incarnate right off the hop. Get him behind. Let's do the bloated corpse right off the hop. Why can't I use bloated corpse on you? Oh, I have to target it. Yeah, it has to be. There has to be a corpse. Weird. Shocking. So that will still hit him too. That's kind of annoying. Just attack. Attack. Okay. And yeah, attack of opportunity. Okay, stop attacking me. Stop attacking me. Attack that guy. Okay. Awesome. I need to cool down. Okay. Cost of 1 constitution. No thank you. And I can't raise a corpse because I don't have one. Just stay. Oh. I didn't want to move there at all. That's annoying. I tried to click on her and I moved instead. So we're gonna die here. Good start. Good start. Why did she move? I didn't want to punch you. Oh, whatever. There's gonna be some growing pains.
No known associates.
Okay. Oh, I survived. Okay. No, thank you. Can I please? I survived. I didn't really expect that, to be perfectly honest. Was this book worth it? No. No, it was not. Okay, well, let's just
Good gods,
carry on.
there's been a murder here.
Can the camera not follow me? Oh, it's WASD to. Oh, press home or double click a party member's portrait. Yeah, I just want it to be centered on me right now. I don't want to be worried about the camera.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take my leave. I feel like all of those options are not great.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Okay. Peer into the room and ask what happened.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Can I lend a hand? Yeah, sure.
Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you no herself.
Okay.
Good. She with the...
Is there
Ugly
any
sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection.
is there any way
We're
to
extremely
heal?
lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did
Wait,
this.
wait, I wish I could skip through that. Is there any way to heal that isn't a healing potion? You know what I mean?
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
It's a trick I haven't quite mastered.
I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
No matter what, I'm not helping you. No.
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
But my price is considerably higher than
Not
that.
in here, it isn't.
Well, then you're not getting
Let
shit.
me know if you hear anything.
Whoever did this is dangerous. Okay, cool. Is that just a quest? Murder victim, okay. So that goes upstairs. There is going to be a lot of talking in this first episode. I am going to keep it to around an hour, give or take. The only thing for me is I don't like when games intro themselves like this. You know what I mean? Where they just have just a giant information dump on you in the first 10 minutes. You know what I mean? I want to have some gameplay. I want to have the information coming through a little bit more naturally throughout the game. Whereas this feels like a dump. So I am going to keep it to only the characters that were on the screen at the beginning, because I believe, if I remember correctly, those are the characters that actually stick around, like the Red Prince, Sibyl, the dwarf guy, wherever he is, somewhere around, and then the undead guy.
It's tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
It's oddly specific.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice, deciding fates.
Whose fate?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
It's probably best to take my
She
leave.
smiles.
Just a kitten in a corner, aren't...
Yes, just a kitten. Yes. I did kill a magister, though. So Thane, that guy. Everybody's source muted.
Well, well, what have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard
little
looks
contemptuous.
you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Let's humor him.
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Okay, so we're just gonna keep rolling along with this. You're quite the wizard in the kitchen, a true chef.
Music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Make a bum look like a baron.
Oh, but to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
I'm definitely no stranger to combs, powders, and perfumes.
The very basics, then. I suppose that's a start.
Fair enough.
So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook, tailor, and groom. Well, that just about settles it. I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
I'm over the moon. I accept.
Of course you accept. Mine wasn't an offer, it was an... Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoo!
I wonder if he is ever gonna understand the sarcasm of it. I doubt it. Okay, anyways,
The elf is
Thane.
reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your face, tugging at your ears and prodding your nose.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Reach over and ruffle his hair with a grin.
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Was it... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my
I already like him.
apologies, fellow elf.
I already like him.
Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
You're bemused. Who is this guy?
Ah, yes. The niceties. My name is Fane. I am a
I
scholar
wonder what
from-
his abilities are.
Well, I am a seeker of knowledge.
Okay.
It is pleasurable to meet you.
Nod towards the book or ask exactly what he's seeking. I feel like that's a little bit intrusive, we should say.
Hardly. I've been reading this one for several minutes, and I have yet to find a single insight into the mysteries of the universe.
I feel like that's a lot to expect in the first several minutes of reading anything.
It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Rivellon's history is a battle between the source and the void, good and evil, light and darkness. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mystic.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already.
Well, screw you too,
No,
Fane.
I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods.
No.
This text tells me that they created... Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
This just seems a little late because we've already been talking about the tags. The gods are the forces of nature. They don't have a history. Boy, so curious. Again, we're gonna go with Mystic.
Of course
We've
you don't
often
have
pondered.
any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
We're not gonna end this. Okay, so we're just looking for the dwarf now. We found the other 3. Beast, right there.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Wave his across the way and ask him what he knows about the murder on board. Now, what am I meant to be hearing?
Shep, of course.
Quiet. Quieten? Oh. And listen to this. I just feel like that's such an awkward way to say it. And listen to the sounds of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash, and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And
The ship is moaning like a sick man. The sea sounds angry, like it's trying to capsize the ship. Your shipmates are chatty as goals. You can barely hear over the dim. The sea sounds
The fellow
angry.
cocks his ear, listening.
that isn't anger.
It's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's
isn't-
all you hear, though. Listen close.
that isn't foreshadowing. I don't know what it is, and I'm gonna close my
There
eyes.
now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
What
His
the
eyes
hell?
snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Yeah, I heard it. What is it?
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Tell me you shouldn't talk like that about such a magnificent beard. Oh, burn my beard. Ask why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. Ask what the figure means to him. No, we're gonna, yeah.
No, indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destiny.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Look him over once before leaving. You may want to find him again inside Fort Joy. I don't want to be too pushy. I definitely want to just kind of ease into these conversations here. I can't pick the lock, which this was the biggest reason I wanted to do, like, I was thinking a rogue. An undead rogue, I did read that you could, like, have unlimited lockpicks. And there is
It's a register, sir. Good.
nothing that frustrates me more in a
Williams is
game.
Just about done with the last passenger.
Yes. Besides being locked out of loot. Even if it's bad loot. I want the loot. And like that's why I do
Fair
rogue
and
in
okay so far?
every game. But I want to change it up and do something different. Am I fair and okay so far? Yeah, I'm fine.
Glad to hear it. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
So these guys remind me of the Sean Chan from the Robert Jordan Wheel of Time series. I don't know if it's an older series, but it is an amazing fantasy series. 100% would check it out if I were you. But it's just easier to go along with whatever issues they're having, whatever they're saying. Just go along with it, and then slowly hatch your escape plan. Otherwise, right? Like, why rock the boat and why make yourself look like you're going to be a target? Do you know what I mean? Like somebody that's going to be a troublemaker. Even if you are. Even if you are going to be. I'm just gonna... Thanks, guys. Does this give me health? It does. Aha. We're just gonna... Those didn't give me health. I have no idea what they did. Okay. We're just gonna take every piece of food that isn't bolted down. Let's consume that. What did it do? That's drunk for 2 turns. I'm sleeping now. Alright. Oh well. Okay, so wit. Yeah, memory should be my highest persuasion level. Okay. So we're gonna be asleep now. Fine, we can deal with it. We're almost at full health though. I'll take it after that disastrous start. Wendigo. Is that the lady from the beginning? Must be. Must be. Chest with confiscated goods.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
I'm wondering if I should have stolen all the plates and goblets. Probably not that poor.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
I'm gonna address the sorcerer and ask her what she meant by there are others whose lives must end.
Your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Oh, we're fighting. We're fighting. All right. Okay, Source Blast. Yay. Woo, I'm glad I healed. Oh, I'm knocked down anyways. We're chill. We're chill. We're chill. We're chill. Okay. Cool. 400 experience. Yay. Left alt. We have to hold it down, unfortunately. I would definitely prefer that it was just, again, another thing like D4, right? Where you just click it once and it just stays that way. I'm sure I can go into the, pick it up, please. Thank you. I'm sure I can go into the settings later on and adjust that. Please. Yes. Weapon. Okay. At the very least, I can sell them. Let's see if that's worth anything. 0. Okay. Equip. Can I also equip the sword? I can. But that means I cannot equip the shield. I think I would rather have the shield in this scenario. So that's 8 and 6. That's 8 and 6. Why did we get 2 of them then? Do we just want to put 2 on? Is that what the game is telling me to do there? It's worth more money though. I actually have no idea why. I'm just gonna equip it. I don't see any difference. But it's higher value, so it must be important. Anyways, is there anything over here? Deck of cards. So I'm not close. Can I go through there without catching on fire? I can. For some reason that deck of cards is not coming up on my thing. Like, what do you mean I can't reach? So just a deck of cards. Okay. I was wondering why it wasn't showing up. I thought it might become something somewhat important. I guess not. Seemingly bottomless. Oh, wow. Okay, so you have 2 inventories? Why not just make that the entire inventory? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But see, none of this loot is going to be important. I know that. But God, does it infuriate me not having access to it. Am I going to fight this thing? Target is out of sight. Okay, let's just do that off the hop here. Is that not going to fight me? I can talk to it. I don't have pet. I don't have pet pal. Sad. Sad day. That's fine.
Damn it. I need to get off this wreck.
Pet pal would have. Ooh, there's little diamonds back here. Pet pal would be nice in this scenario. But That
doesn't bode well.
Okay.
Onwards and upwards.
I'm very much regretting not going rogue already. Hopefully we get a rogue relatively quickly within the story, and then I won't regret it nearly as much, because I will just always have a rogue in my party no matter what.
This thing snaps into splinters.
I don't think they're gonna kill me.
Something's pounding on the hull.
Yes, it's fine. I don't think the game's just gonna kill me here if I take too long. Although, am I really getting loot that's worth me taking the time? No idea. Probably not, is the answer.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
Screw it. Pull open the door. Okay. Shocking. Probably a good thing. Death fog doesn't, you know, sound like a good thing, but I mean, you never know. Death fog could be something awesome. So I can move this. Oh no, I don't want to carry it. I just wanted to move it. I guess I have to go into move object, right? Like I can pick it up, sure, but I don't want to pick it up. How do I move? There we go. So because of my telekinesis, I can just move objects. I do need to upgrade telekinesis soon. It's not a priority, but it is something that is just such a great quality of life thing. Oh, why did you die? Poison surfaces. You can burn away with fire, wait until enemies are inside it. See, this is also another reason why I am having second thoughts, to say the least, about my build. It is what it is. I just feel like the fire damage is a little bit more versatile, I should say. Am I going to hit both of them? Let's move up just a touch here. No, it just hit the one, unfortunately. That is what it is. Okay, so 1 AP you can move really far with, actually. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. He's dead from poison. That's fine. A little bit more than fine. I like it. I like it. That's fine. Hit him for all it's worth. He doesn't leave. Ah. Okay, let's do that. I'm confused about this. Blows up your target. It can explode. Do I have to hit it for 17 damage for it to explode? If I do, that's a little strange to me. Interesting. Oh, it's now a corpse. It's like something I can attack with and everything. Okay, interesting. Oh, yeah. I was wondering what was around. 8 seconds left. Freehold gold? Wow. Okay. So I need to make it to that side of the deck. Can't read. Oh, because I'm clicking on the candle holder.
That means there's still a chance.
Yay, woo, light bulb.
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes.
You said there were other people down there. We...
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
They're all dead, aren't they?
But wait! There's still people down there!
Yeah, I'm gonna
As
insist.
the boat rocks downward, an elven prayer passes through. You clench your eyes.
Yeah, screw you guys. Did I just skip part of the tutorial though? I don't know. Probably. I think I skipped the boss. Oops.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Okay. So we're presumed dead, which is probably very helpful for us moving forward, right? Like, least we won't be under threat. It's immediately. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, I am really trying to decide whether or not I want to restart. Obviously I would either re-record or just go to this point here. But before I make the next episode, obviously I'll have decided. So I think this is going to be a very natural, good place to end it. I love that sneaking. It feels like Metal Gear times 10. But thank you all for joining me. I'm really enjoying getting back into this, and hopefully this can be something you guys can enjoy with me and just have a great experience. And let me know if you have any feedback in the comments below, and hopefully like, subscribe, all that yada yada yada. If you made it through the 40 minutes we're in right now, it would be awesome. Anyways, adios, amigos.